everybody. Welcome to Punished for Protecting. Hope you're all doing well today. Today is the day of the national protest. We have people participating all over the nation, and I'm very excited about that. I myself will be heading out with some of my team members. We're going to be starting today in Ulster County, New York. And we will be heading down, because this is from Wednesday to Wednesday, we will be heading down to, we hope to be going to Rockland County, New York, and potentially Sullivan County, New York. We're going to see how this week goes, and maybe even Connecticut to meet some of you and join some of you. Today, I have Ira Peskowitz on again today. Danielle, his daughter, Danielle Bregolis, she actually responded to the interview that I had with Ira last weekend. And I'm going to show you that clip right now because Ira wants to answer her two questions. So I'm going to go ahead and show this to you. Hold on, please, guys. Just give me a moment.
Attention. Bro, anyone who believes this guy is retarded, stop watching his interviews. Stop. It's so dumb. Like, for what? Why do you want... attention so bad? Like, stop. For what? What are you doing this for? Why do you want to be in my life now? Why? 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 You didn't want to be 14 years ago. You didn't want to be when I was 3 months old. You walked out with your little hoe, right? You said toodles. Nah.
And they got
attention. Bro, anyone who believes this guy is retarded, stop watching his interviews. Stop. It's so dumb. Like, for what? Why do you want attention so bad? Like, stop. For what? What are you doing this for? Why do you want to be in my life now? Why? Why? You didn't want to be 14 years ago. You didn't want to be when I was 3 months old. You walked out with your little hoe, right? You said toodles. Bye, gotta go. Right? So why do you want to come back now? Why? No. Stay. You got your 2 kids. Go. Bye. Go. Stay with your 2 kids. Stay with your wife. Okay? I don't care. My last name is Bregolis. Bregoli. Thank you, bitch. Keep messing with me, bitch. Keep messing with me. It's not funny. It's not funny. And no one gives a fuck. Okay? Why? What? Father's rights. Suck my dick. Okay? Okay? I can't stand you. I don't like you. No one cares about your dumb little Facebook lives. Stop. For real. Enough. Stop doing it. It's so stupid. For what? You have 5 people that really agree with you, and those 5 people are fucking stupid. Everyone else knows. Stop this father's rights shit. You don't do anything good for your fucking kid. You don't do anything good for me, so stop. It's okay that your son can be a superstar on the rise and sing his little song, but when and you can post it on Facebook and call him a superstar, right? But when I put out music and my shit is real, when I'm really a recording artist, and you're lying, and you're just being stupid, and you're saying, oh, but this ridiculous record deal, my daughter's, who the fuck are you to call my record deal ridiculous? It's your whole life is ridiculous. You are ridiculous. I am ashamed to even be your daughter. I am ashamed to come from you. I am ashamed of it.
Well, as like all of you, I am stunned over that. Anyway, and I know that when we did the interview with Ira and I saw all your comments and so on, you know, everyone was lovingly concerned about Danielle. So I didn't really see anybody saying anything in any bad way about Danielle, just having sincere concern like I do. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and re-welcome Ira. So, Ira, welcome back.
Thank you for having me back.
Oh, it's my pleasure having you back. Yeah, that's kind of like a head shaker, that video. I don't really know where to even go with all of that, other than the 2 main questions that I hear her asking you. And I do feel like they've been misconstrued or misled just from my experience in all of this throughout the years and seeing how certain parents, and obviously we use the term alienation. It's been used in an abusive manner, but in a manner like this where a parent's completely alienated and there's nothing wrong with you, you know, I know that some of the groups will use that word alienation, and a child is placed with an abusive person. In this case, it's using the right terminology because, you know, you're being alienated and she's being alienated from you, who could have actually given her a lot of stability and a lot of good structure. But the first question Danielle asked was, you know, why now? And then the second one was, you know, basically, why did you leave 14 years ago? And I wanted to give you the opportunity to tell her, to answer her.
Well, first, if we didn't have all these ridiculous attorneys fighting in court, keep me away from Danielle, not just the attorneys, the management team, the mother, I would have had an opportunity about 6 months ago or so, right around her birthday and everything, when I was talking to Danielle on the phone, and we had an open relationship. We talked for a while. We had some good things going. And if we could have started therapy and worked things out back then, we wouldn't be to the point where it is right now. And when I met her a year and a half ago or so, I had the opportunity to see what she was going through and to get the help that she needed before she went on Dr. Phil. And I mentioned that time and time and time again. I have documentation, getting her on my insurance. We reached out to get a program for her to go there, and Barbara refused. And the thing is, now I know why she refused, because she wanted to exploit her on Dr. Phil. I mean, Barbara tried 3 times to get on the show. So, you know, when she says, why now? Well, when I first met her, I didn't know, I knew a little bit, but I didn't realize all the hardships that she went in her life, because Barbara has alienated me from knowing everything from the schools, from law enforcement, from Department of Juvenile Justice. She kept me out of the loop intentionally, so I did not know what was going on. One of Barbara's ex-boyfriends reached out to me and told me the stories about Danielle, problems in school, you know, all these issues. And when I had the opportunity to intervene, Barbara didn't want to do it my way. I wanted to get therapy. I wanted to get her to care. And Barbara refused to do that. Barbara has a history of refusing everything for the best interest of Danielle. I have documentation to prove that. So when Danielle says, why now? You know, all those people out there think I'm trying to step in to make money off of her because she's a celebrity. They are totally ignorant and ridiculous. And I got to listen to that nonsense in the courtroom. I got to listen to that nonsense in some of the stupid tabloids. I am not in it for Danielle's money. Danielle's money is like drug money. It's like taking money from a drug dealer. It's like taking money from a terrorist organization. It is disgusting. I don't want any of her money, period. Everybody else wants her money, from her attorneys to her management team to whoever else. I am not getting any of Danielle's money, nor do they ever show any interest in getting any of Danielle's money. So let's knock that stuff off. So Danielle, here's the deal. Why now? Why now? When I saw you on Dr. Phil, and I saw your facial expressions when they asked you those questions about me, when I saw your behavior, when I saw those videos, it was time for me to intervene as the parent who truly cares about you, who's a parent who's stable, who has a career, who's got a wife and 2 children, who's got an awesome extended family, a great support system of friends. Why now? Why now? Because I, as your father, as the one who wants to intervene, to protect you, to give you everything that you need to understand what it's like to be a child, to understand what love is. That's why I wanted to intervene, Danielle. I didn't know these things because your mother prevented me from knowing all these things, Danielle. So I'm not just stepping in right now for fame, for glory, for me to capitalize on your venture. Okay, so I have the resources to help you. I have the resources with insurance, with people to help you, Danielle. But you're not giving me, Danielle, it's not you. Your mother is not giving me the opportunity. Your mother's giving everybody else an opportunity to try to be in your life. The management team, your ridiculous therapist that you go to from the music industry and the entertainment industry. Now all of a sudden he's your savior. This guy is a joke. You went away to a ranch for 5 or 6 months, and when you came back, your behavior spiraled to the worst, Danielle. And it's because your mother failed to follow up with proper care that you needed. But now all of a sudden you have these people in your life who want to make money off of you and exploit you. They've got a product, Danielle. Get that straight. You are a product and an asset to them. You are not a child. They don't treat you like a child, Danielle. They use you as an investment. So why are you letting all those people run your life when you're not allowing your father? Actually, Danielle, I'm not saying this to you, but I'm saying it to your mother. Barbara, why are you not letting me be part of her life? She says these things that she hates me, she doesn't want to be with me and whatever. It doesn't hurt, because those are things that you, Barbara, and others have brainwashed in her head, okay? Give us an opportunity to sit down and have therapy and to work these things out. Now you have some dirtbag defense attorney blocking every movement in the courts for me to be part of your life. It's ridiculous. You're paying them a phenomenal amount of money to say and do whatever they want. Give me the opportunity to start therapy. That's all I ask. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But let's do this the right way. The continuous battles in the courtroom, the malicious lies, the perjuries, the smoke to block the fire of the truth. It's ridiculous. Danielle, I want you to understand that. Why do you think I show up to court every day? Why do you think I'm there all the time? I'm there for your best interest. Why do you think I have a defense attorney to go be part of your probation status? It's to make sure that you get the right things, Danielle. That's why we're there. Not for you to keep being alienated from me. That's not the right thing. So you can flaunt all your stuff and you can say, why now, why now, why now? Well, these are the reasons why now, Danielle, because I'm the only parent in this relationship who wants to see the best interest of you, Danielle, period.
Ira, let me ask you a question. Tell Danielle how you feel about her, or I guess it was more of a statement.
Every time I see her, I see a little girl, and I say, wow, that's my child. I created this child to be part of society, to be part of a community, to be part of a family. And I tried in the beginning, and believe me, I have documentation that shows such. And when your mother refused me to be part of your life, it hurt. But I thought one day, sooner than later, you'd come around. I have people who are going to testify on behalf of me and of what your mother has done to keep you away from me. Danielle, I love you. I've always loved you. I want to love you more because I want to know what you're about. Like I keep saying, I don't know these things about you, Danielle, because people block me from being with you. Changing your phone number, relocating you from one place to another, and so on and so on. Like when you come here to Florida, Danielle, your mother makes this claim to fame that you can't stay in your own house, because of the threats of violence towards you and your mother. That's ridiculous. Who put you in that situation, Danielle? I didn't put you in that situation. Your grandparents getting death threats over the phone about if you come back into town. Well, Danielle, think about why that occurred. Why would a 14-year-old child get threats of violence towards them? You are a victim, Danielle. You're continuously being a victim. And for you not be able to come into your own home and have to hide when you're in Palm Beach County, like you're under a witness protection program, it's ridiculous. It's nonsense. But Danielle, you could think that I hate you, that I don't want anything to do with you, that I have alternative motives to be part of your life. Think that. Let these people say that. They're all disgusting, every one of them. And I despise you all. For anybody to intervene with a father trying to be part of a child's life and to get paid to do that, you're all disgusting. I hope one day that any of these people who have children go through what I'm going through. I hope your child becomes defiant. I hope your child walks out of your life. I hope your child says all the exact things to you. And you know what it's like. But to sit there in a courtroom, Danielle, it's total bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
It's been almost 9-10 months now of a court battle. It's gotten everybody absolutely nowhere.
That's right. That's right.
So I'm here for you, Danielle. My family's here for you, Danielle. Whatever I have to offer to get you the help that you need, it's all here. So why now? That's why now. And that's the way I feel.
And she said something about your son, becoming and any parent's going to say that this is my son, this is my daughter, an up and rising star, et cetera, et cetera. But I don't think that you said that in order to put one down and build the other one up. I mean, you know what I'm saying? She went into this little area where she was almost like, your son this, and look at me, I'm nothing, or something to that degree. What do you want to say about that to her? Because
this is what Barbara does. Barbara nitpicks all of my life. Barbara has been stalking me my entire life. By newspaper articles, by videos. Her ex-boyfriend says she has, I keep saying this, like, you ever see CSI Miami when they crash into a house and they find this serial killer with articles, with videos, with everything. Barbara has that on her computer and in her filing cabinet about me, about my wife, anybody who supports of me. That's what she does. So Barbara nitpicks through all these little things, and she shows Danielle only the things that could hurt me. First of all, that video of my son was posted 3 years ago. He was 6 years old at a holiday show for school. And he was singing a Hebrew song, Dreidel, Dreidel, Dreidel.
Aww.
And I commented about that 3 years ago. 3 years ago. That has absolutely nothing to do with what's going on right now. But Barbara had to show that to her to make her think that all I care is about my other children and not her. This is
right.
Barbara's mindset, her malicious attempt to keep Danielle away from me. Why would Barbara say something like that? That was something that I had joy in, my wife had joy in. He's 6 years old at that time.
Mm-hmm.
That had nothing to do with Danielle's venture right now. Absolutely nothing. But that's what Barbara puts in her mind.
Mm-hmm.
The twisted, malicious attempts to keep me out of Danielle's life to hurt her.
Yeah.
So that's my response of that video.
And she, I guess she just started this music career. Like I said, this is all fairly new to me, all of this. I don't know Barbara. She reached out on Facebook in a comment section, but I was willing to interview her too. I mean, I want to just, let people know what's going on, and you can share all your own stories and everything. But I mean, nothing in that interview between you and I in our pre-conversation was in any way, shape, or form putting down Danielle. If anything, we spoke of what a beautiful woman she is, young lady she is, she's intelligent, and that she just needs better guidance and direction. And I don't like it. And I know the viewing audience does not like it, what they're seeing, that she's, just not in a good, healthy environment I didn't even know she was 14. I was stunned that she's only 14 years old. This little girl needs to be a child and know what it's like to be a child and not rush into extreme adulthood. I don't know any adults that have had to live that life, So this is just genuine parental concerns for children, and you have to laugh. Where's CPS now? I know, all the interviews that I do, and I don't know how much, where she is, what kind of a guardian ad litem or child attorney she has or anything like that. But, those people are all a joke. They're a joke in every single state. Anybody that's going to represent you and you're not there does exactly lie about what these children are saying. They lie, first of all. They manipulate the system. If a lawyer is representing me, I'm sitting next to my lawyer. And the same would go with you. When a child has a representation, they're not there. So whatever they tell the idiot that's representing them in closed doors, that idiot changes the story when they get into a court. Completely changes it or manipulates it. We have recordings of child attorneys telling children that, we have to have one of you hate the other. And we know what they do behind closed doors with these kids. We have to pick a parent. We have to make one parent be bad. Okay, so I know the game these crazy people play. These people are on the dark side. That's like the best way to put it. They're evil. So Danielle, you really need to just take some time alone or talk to some people, that are not industry related. I know that industry very well. I worked in film, television, and Wilhelmina Modeling Agency for years on end. I was on both sides of the camera. There's nothing that you're going to tell me that I don't know about. I know a lot of people throughout New York City, California. I have a brother who's in the music industry. So you couldn't get over on me in that industry. I know all about it. I see right through it, and as does your dad. There's a better way.
People, like you're saying, so many people reach out and say, wow, she's so beautiful. She has such a charisma to her. She has so much good in her. But she needs to express it and do it in another venue.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
If she wants to sing, go for it and sing. But don't curse. Don't talk about sex. Don't trash your father. Don't hang out with convicted, violent felons. Don't do those things. Those are my concerns. If she wants to sing, go sing. Go for it. And I'm sure, Danielle, you're going to get better and better and better and better. Mm-hmm. But the environment that you're around, that's what I don't approve of.
Well, and anybody can get a large audience looking at them when you do something that's an attention-getting thing. Like, in other words, everybody's all hoes. Okay, that's going to get some attention. It might not get the best attention, but it sure will get the numbers. Everybody's all a bunch of bitches or biatches. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get the numbers, but what kind of numbers is it going to get? And in the long run, that does fade out. It dies out. I want to see something long term, So, and I'd like to see where she could go with her career, taken as a very serious actress or taken as a very serious singer, somebody with a voice, somebody that when you watch it, you get your hair stands up. Just real talent. So that I'm sure is in there.
The video game industry,
right?
Where they attract such addiction with violence,
mm-hmm.
about shooting people, raping people, going to sex clubs as on a children's video. And the more and more that they do this stuff, the more and more applause they get, the more and more money that they make playing these games.
Mm-hmm.
They thrive on a group of individuals who just watch the same disaster.
Yeah.
And they focus on that. Their marketing is towards that. Everything. This is not the environment that a child should live in. Our society has obviously changed. I mean, the craziness of Las Vegas, the craziness of the shootings, the craziness of letting our kids expose their skin and talk so much of nastiness on social media. And this is what they're allowing Danielle to be part of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't agree. I'm the father, and I have a right to disagree.
Yes, you do. You have absolute right.
Mother doesn't disagree. That's fine. Listen, just to let you know, there's a video, and I think I played it in the past, of Barbara watching Danielle do her first Kodak Black video. And Barbara expressed her concerns about her legs being spread in the video. She didn't like it, but she didn't care because she was so excited to send it to her manager. So that's the thing that they do. They allow her to spread her legs, show her body parts to attract these type of people. They don't care if 100 million people hate Danielle. They only care as long as they click on that Instagram account, that YouTube account, they download her music. That's all they care about. They don't care if they like her or not. They don't. And Danielle has to see this stuff. Mm-hmm. She has to watch this stuff. Watch these comments. Who's protecting her now?
Right.
It's not them.
Right.
If they really thought all this stuff was bad, they would delete it from the post. YouTube would do it. Instagram would do it. Snapchat would do it. Everybody would delete these nasty pedophiles, disgusting, telling her to kill herself, telling her to what kind of sex they want to have with her. Yeah. But they like that because it draws traction.
Yep. How young was she when she started this part of it? I mean, how young was she when this whole thing took off like this, where she got involved with all these bad people?
She was 13. For a period of time when they saw a vulnerable child on Dr. Phil. They saw a vulnerable child who they wanted to get and to exploit her and take advantage of her and her mother while she was away getting care at the ranch.
Mm-hmm.
And for a period of time, I mean, they even comment in articles, they had no idea what to do with her. So they try this farce nonsense of her reality show. Never happened. Then her $40,000 appearances. Never happened. Then her tour going on stage to mimic people, make fun of people. Never happened. So they were holding on, and sending stupid articles or responses to TMZ. They would post an article, and then all the other tabloids would follow through with it to keep the attention going. Then they would to get attention, they would dress her up inappropriate for a 14-year-old. They would allow her to do these videos, these lewd and lascivious, disgusting videos to attract attention, to keep this culture alive.
Right.
And then finally one day they realized, let's get something. They tried, and they finally got their break with this record company. You know, it is, but think about all the things when they did all this stuff with Danielle, what they told her, and what Danielle felt about all the failures that these false hopes that they were going to tell her. How does it make her feel as a child? That you're going to go to this $40,000 appearance and never happens, or you're going to start going on tour and never happens, or you're going to have this reality show and it never happens. How can you keep closing a door on a child's face, but desperately trying to do some other venture with her? It is just disgusting. And you know, I talk with you and I talk with others and more, and you know, this is the stuff that sleazeball legal team doesn't want to go in front of the judge.
Well, of course not.
They don't want the judge to see these videos.
But the judge knows. The thing that gets me is you're not going to tell me the judges don't live under rocks. They know exactly what's going on. They just keep playing the same card that everybody else is playing in that courtroom. These judges know. They pretend that they're not biased. They pretend that they're not, that they don't see what's going on. But this is, they know exactly. They know exactly. They just like to keep it going.
I respect our judge. I don't know him. He's new. He's very alert. He knows what's going on. But when it gets deeper and you're in that judgeship for a while, and these attorneys know you, and the attorneys know everybody else, and then the judges' campaigns come around, and then all of a sudden, who's donating money for their campaigns? It's all a little game. The nonsense, the political bureaucracy or crap that goes around behind closed doors, don't think that their attorneys haven't reached out and tried to talk trash to me or gather trash about me or whatever. Hey, it's all out there. I'm not hiding anything.
Right.
No, it is just, and the whole thing is, this is all a show to keep the truth away from the judge. Right. And that's what it is. Show me the best interest of Danielle. No. Explain to me one thing that they have done to show me the best interest of Danielle. Zero.
I see it. I see it as a mother, and I see it as an advocate very clearly. I'm a mandated reporter in the state of New York, and that I cringe. But there's a lot of people that want to ask questions, but unfortunately we're out of time. So anybody that is requesting to ask questions or has already, I'm sure Ira, when he gets a moment himself, can kind of go through the feed here and respond to some of you. I do appreciate you, Ira. We do have the protest. I need to get out there. We're going to do some filming in Ulster County today. Really appreciate you coming back on. And we continue to pray for you and your daughter. I'd love to see this reconcile and, you know, all of this to take, you know, and even with Barbara too. I know I believe she loves her daughter. You know, I just don't think that the direction is the most appropriate. We'll leave it at that. But
and you and millions of others feel the same.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
And we'll talk again soon. And again, thank you so much for your support and your affection towards my daughter.
No, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. And hey, if Danielle wants to shout out to us, she's more than welcome to as well. So, all right. Thanks again, Ira. Appreciate it.